In today's class, we will study the hypothesis and test of significance. These are the two topics that is available in the BMS syllabus third phase. In that, this is the research and statistic subject. 18th chapter is hypothesis and test of hypothesis. Hypothesis simple meaning is the prediction or assumptions. While doing the research, that something we want to assume that this will be the outcome, that is the hypothesis. And test of significance, it means the result, whatever the outcome it is there, that result is due to the effect of the drug, or by chance it is the result is coming, that is we are testing here, that is called testing of significance. Now we will study one by one. The first of all, we will study the introduction. The introduction of hypothesis. A hypothesis is a tentative statement of prediction. It is a tentative state of prediction about the relationship between two variables. It means that this X drugs is a relative relation with the Y disease. It means if we will give the X drug, then Y disease will treat. This is about the relations. The simple meaning is hypothesis is a tentative statement or prediction. It is a prediction that the relation between two or more variable. If one variable will change, then there is an effect in the other variable. That relation is called as a hypothesis. The next term is the test of significance. Here, a test of significance is a statistical method used to determine whether the observed results are due to chance or represent due to the true effect. It means that the whatever the result it is came, that result, the test result is a test of significance is a statistical method used. The mathematical as well as the statistical method we are using to determine, to find out that whatever the result it is came, it is a by chance the result it is came, or else it is the effect of the drug or the true effect, that is called as a test of significance. Now we'll study one by one. The first term is the hypothesis. The hypothesis definition is a hypothesis is a tentative assumption or a statement that can be tested scientifically using statistical methods. The simple meaning is that this is X1 drug is there. We are thinking the result. We are assuming this may be the outcome. This is the tentative assumption. We are assuming, we are predicting, that can be tested scientifically using this statistical method, that is called as a statistic. There are two types of hypothesis. One is called null hypothesis, another one is called alternate hypothesis. The null, just now I told two variables are there, that is one is the independent variable, another one is the dependent variable. If we will change the independent variable dose or something, that is a combination, is there any relationship with the dependent variable? That is relationship we are checking here. So it means first of all we will study the null hypothesis. What we are observing here, the states that there is a no significant difference or association between two variables. Null hypothesis means if we will give the X drug, then there is no changes in the Y. Okay, this is the called as a null hypothesis. Consider that the raining in the Bangalore, but there is no effect in your area, in your city. It means that there is no significant difference between the variable. If one variable is changed, then there is no change in the other variable. It means there is no relationship between these two variables, is called as a null hypothesis. Assume that any observed difference is due to chance. If something that is the minor difference, it is considered as a by chance. Example, there is no difference in blood sugar reduction between an Ayurvedic drug or placebo. Consider that if you are giving the drug, consider as a Bijaka or Asanadivati, if you are giving, due to that there is no change in the blood sugar. It means no change means there is no relation here. If you are giving the placebo, sugar pill, or else if you are giving the medicinal, that is the Bijakadi Vati or Asanadi Vati, there is no change here. It means there is no null hypothesis. It means there is no relationship between these two variables. This is called as a null hypothesis. We are representing here H0 or else it is called H0. The second one is the alternate hypothesis. The alternate hypothesis we are representing H1 or HA. Now, first of all, what is the alternate hypothesis? State that significant difference in the association exists. It means that if we are changing the independent variable, due to that the dependent variable is there is an effect on dependent variable. That is called as a alternate hypothesis. It means it will alter the effect. That is if you change the cause, then effect is also changed. The simple example is the raining in your area. It is because there is a relation between the rain and that is the full of the water in your area. That is the relation, it is there. It means direct. If you are giving the dose, some medicines if you are giving, then but you consider as a one tablet if you are giving for the asanadivati, due to that blood sugar is decreased. It means that there is a relation between the drug and the disease. This is called as a alternate hypothesis. Here the except when null hypothesis is rejected. When we are using that null hypothesis, when we will reject, if there is a relation, the null hypothesis means there is no relation. If it is rejected, that means the alternate hypothesis we will accept. This is called as a alternate hypothesis. Example is the Ayurvedic drugs significantly reduce the blood glucose compared to the placebo. Just now I told that is if you are giving the tablet, consider same example, that is asanadivati. If you are giving the blood glucose decrease, it means there is a relationship between the variables. That is called as a alternate hypothesis. The next topic is the test of significance. The test of significance definition is a test of significance is a statistical procedure. This is one of the procedure or method used to determine whether the observed difference between the group is statistically significant or occurred by chance. Consider that you are given the same example, that asanadivati, if you are giving asanadi tablet, the result came. It means whether the result is due to the effect of the drug or else by chance it is coming, that we are testing by the help of this statistical procedure, that is called as a test of significance. Here a test of significance is a statistical procedure used to determine whether the observed difference between group is statistically significant or occurred by chance. Now what is the here objectives? What is the aim and objective for testing of the significant? To test the validity of hypothesis. The first thing is assuming that our drug is effective in that disease, particular disease. That is to test the validity of hypothesis. That is to test our assumption is correct or prediction is correct or not. We are testing by using the test of significance. This is the main objective. The next one is to determine whether difference are real or due to random variation. Whether due to the real result, due to the effect of the drugs, or it is by random variation it is came, that we are observing by using the statistical significance. This is the second objective. The next one, support the scientific decision making. In the research, why we are doing research? To making scientific decisions, that is using to support whatever our drug is affecting, to support the scientific evidence. This statistical significance we are using to support scientific decision making. This is about the objective of the test of significance. Now we will study the steps in the test of significance. Here there are steps are there to prove that the drug is effective or showing the result is by chance. The first step is the test the null hypothesis and alternate hypothesis. This is called as a formulation of hypothesis. The first step is the formulation of hypothesis. It is assumption that this drug is effective in this disease. Or second, it is called as a alternate hypothesis. That is the H1 we are representing. This drug is not effective on this disease. That is called null hypothesis. That two assumptions we are taking, that is called as a formulation of hypothesis. This is the first step in the testing of significance. State that null hypothesis and alternate hypothesis. The first step is that is formulating. Next one is the select the level of significance, that is alpha, usually 5%. Whenever we are doing the test of significance, it is considered that the chance of the error is 5%. That is, we are representing that is 0.05%. Whenever we are using any research work or statistical work, it is considered as a 5% chances are okay. Below 5%, it may be error, it is coming 1%, 2%, up to 5%, it is considered as a error in the result. Select the level of significance, that is 5%. This is the steps we have to consider. The third one, choose an appropriate statistical state. The third step in the test of significance, we have to choose the appropriate statistical. Which test we have to use to prove the result is due to the effect of medicines or by chance. Okay, here different tests are there. The T test, that is student T test, where we are using to compare the two different groups. T test we are using, chi-square or chi-square test we are using, that is the internal groups, that is the cured, not cured, male, female groups we are comparing purpose, this one is using. And as well, the third one is called as a ANOVA, that is more than two groups we are comparing, then ANOVA group we are using. Consider as a Vataja, Pittaja, Kaphaja, like that. If you more than two groups, if you are using this, we have to choose the appropriate statistical test in the third steps. The next step, whatever the data it is coming, that we have to collect all the data after the using all the appropriate statistical test. After that, we have to calculate the test significant and p values. We have to put all the data in the p value, that is called as a probability. In that formula, we have to put and see the result. If it is that is, after that we have to draw a conclusion that how much result it is came. Then how we have to interpret the result, how we have to know the result, our result is successful or not. The first thing is that interpretation or result reading is if it is p value is less than 5%, reject the H0. It means that there is a less than 5% error is came. It means that the result is statistically significant. 1%, 2% or maximum 5%, up to 5%, that is it is showing the in the p value, it means the result is statistically significant. It means positive result it is there. If it is more than 5%, 6, 7, 10% it is, or more than 10, it means fail the reject the H0. That is null hypothesis we have to reject, and the result is not significant. Here the more than 10%, 15% p value it is coming, it means that this result is negative, or else we have to reject this one. This is about the reading of the result, it is called as an interpretation. The last one is the application in Ayurveda. Why we are using this statistical test in the Ayurveda? The main thing is to evaluate the efficacy of Ayurvedic medicines. Whatever the medicines are there, to evaluate whether the drug is acting or not. For evaluation purpose, we are using this hypothesis or else the test of significance. The next one, comparing Panchakarma therapy with the standard treatment, that is before treatment and after treatment, whatever the result it is there, for comparing, for the decision making we are using. The next one, assessing the clinical outcome. Whenever we are giving to the human beings, the whatever the result it is can outcome, for the purpose, that purpose we are using this one. And next one is supporting evidence based medicines to prove the Ayurveda. Whatever the told in the Ayurveda, our ancestors told, that to prove, to the show to the modern peoples, that for that also we are showing the support this statistical test, all that for supporting evidence. We are giving the evidence for the using all these methods, we are proving the Ayurvedic medicine. This is about the today's topic. Hope you understand. If you understood, please like our channel, because it will motivate us to make the new videos, and also share to your classmates. And thank you.